Escambiu eleia tra di noi, tra la guerra e la pace che tu godi. E capisci mia vale se tu puoi. Tu chi voli sarà l'amicizia di pane, culus naguamela, di flaiata di cane, di flaiata di cane. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen and non-binary persons in the Inflorenza RPG actual play. Today we play the theater Isula di Suspiriu, written by Orloff, which take place in the island of Corsica, the island of Siles, in the middle of Mediterranean Sea. I have a great pleasure to play with Com from the Radio Rollist podcast.
Hey, the pleasure is all mine.
Hello, you're also the translator of the English version of Inflorenza, and you released a compilation of one-page RPG in English.
Yeah, that's right. You can find it on Drive-Thru. There's about a dozen RPGs which are between 1 and 2 pages long, and I have to say some really strange stuff in there. So go take a look. It's free. It's pay what you want. So
Okay, what is the name of the compilation?
it's very simply a year of mini RPGs.
Nice, thanks. And I also have a pleasure to play with Marc Vallière from the Aventure podcast.
Hello again.
Mm. Maybe I have to say that the Aventure podcast also have some actual plays, but in French.
Yes, all of them are in French. We're really sorry for all the English constituents in Canada and the world, but sadly for you, it's in French.
Nice. Okay. So I already said that the scene takes place in the island of Corsica, the island of Size, Isula di Suspiriu, in the Corsican language. This is a very wide island in the middle of on the Mediterranean seas that just became just like a big swamp. I think. And this is a very wild island with wild people. And the scene takes place during like a perpetual summer in this island of rock and scrublands.
So there's no winter at all?
I think there is winter, but most of the interesting stories happens during summer, I think, in Corsica, and winter is quite the this is the coward season, something like that.
Okay.
And the game begins in a old tavern called the Shining Crescent in the city of Jaxio. Jaxio, this is a coastal city where people from Jaxio are living from portual activities. And there are dockers, mariners, and pirates sometimes. And they make they have a cult of the stars. And in this tavern, sometimes can hear stories from old woman. Someone thinks she's crazy or senile, and this old woman, she always wears black, like she is grieving, and she's called Teresa. His face is very old. How would you say? Wait a minute. And she always tell the same story about a death note, a folia di Mauro. This is sometimes in the air you find some leaves, and there is a name written on it, and when you see your name on a leaf, it means that you are supposed to die, and that Mauro will take you. Mauro, this is the Christ in black. Alors, so this is the story she told. There was a man, a famous hunter from Olin, Rennes. He received a folia di Mauro, a Mauro leaf. It told him he was going to die. So, rather than accepting, he killed all his relatives and the people from neighboring village with his rifle. So he won't get killed by those people. When he was finished, he went on a hunt and killed a boar. But when Mauro notified this one must die, so the hunter from Olin hurt his foot on the boar's tusks. He couldn't get any help because they were all dead. So he died of rot in his turn. But when Mauro notifies, this one dies. And after this story, the old woman always asks you if you have a coin or two for her. And some people in the tavern describe her as a straga, a witch. And some are spitting on her face. Okay, she has a very wrinkled face. Okay, so I will create my character. I just roll for a theme. 5. 5 is Mauro. Okay, nice. What if my quest was to killing a god?
You want to kill a god? Okay.
Why not? I want to kill Mauro. I can't accept what happens. I curse the day when I found a leaf with the name of my son written on it, and I also curse myself for having given this leaf to my son and said it. Okay, so Mauro has your name. There is nothing you can do to escape from it. But my son turned mad. He didn't accept, and he killed all his relatives. So not to be killed. But I was the only person from the clan who managed to escape from his fury, from his rage. and now he's dead. Yes, it was a long time ago, but I want to have my revenge. I don't want Moru to take lives anymore without any explication. I have met so many people wandering in the scrublands, full with hunger because they were killed by Moru. And Moru, when he takes someone, he never gives any explanation, and so dead people get mad, and they hold the livings. I think Moru is a too cruel god to live just 1 day more, and I have to kill him. I don't fear anything. I'm so close to death. I'm so old, and so I can take the risk. And this is what I say in the tavern to strangers that don't listen to me, thinking that I am drunk or mad. So I want to kill Moru by revenge. And what is more dangerous than revenge from Corsica people? Because we are the Vendita people. Okay, nice. I don't think that I want to make a conflict. Just one question. Is there any of your character or NPC in the tavern at this moment?
Well, I am there. My character is there.
Okay. Could you describe him?
He's in his late 20s. He doesn't have any hair in his face, on his head. He shaved it all when he became a monk. He has a very simple brown robe, typical to that kind of monk. No, it would be a black robe actually, because he's a monk of Mauru. It
Okay.
would be appropriated if it was black. So yeah, he still comes to the tavern because he doesn't want to lose all his connection to humanity, to the people, to the Corsican people. So he every now and then around supper time, he goes to the tavern just to hang out, maybe take a little drink, just to see people, maybe have a conversation or two. Guess it would be a great time to introduce him, because if he's in this scene.
Okay. And so did he hear about my story in my quest?
Well, maybe not your quest, but you told your story to everyone, to each and everyone who passed by you. So of course,
yes,
you told them, even to him, to Matteo. And at first, he took pity of you, and maybe gave you a meal or something like that. But if you ever told him your big goal in life, which is to kill Mauru, he probably laughed in your face.
Okay. I just add just one detail in the tavern. You have a lot of sheet of papers with portraits. Just portraits pictured with how would you say fusain?
Charcoal, maybe?
Charcoal, yes. Charcoal portraits and names of people, just people that get lost or people that that the authorities want to catch. So lost people and also
Bounty.
outlaw people.
So some kind of a bounty board.
Yes, so you
Okay.
have wanted, dead or alive, or lost. So yes, lost people and people wanted, dead or alive. And this is kind of, I just say, you know, that these portraits, they are just like a folia di modo. This is leaves with name. This is leaves that bring death, and this is too cruel, so I can bear them. I think I just get enraged and I go to the wall and I tear all the portraits. Yes, I tear them out. And I say death to the deaf portraits, death to a folia di moru, death to moru. Do you want to make a conflict, or that's okay? But this is my turn, but I just want to say to know if you interfere with my action or not.
No, I won't interfere. I'll stay passive. If anyone attacks you, I'll protect you, but no, I won't like jump on you to take you or.
I think it's something that happens. I managed to tear down many portraits, but at the end, how would you say the people who have a tavern,
the owners?
Yes, the owner grabbed me. He want to punch me, and he break one or two of my teeth. And at this moment, you protect myself. Alors, I just write a conclusive sentence. So the theme is 6. Upapuru.
The people.
The people. The people. That doesn't understand the danger. The danger of magic. I just want to stay elusive enough. Okay, that's off with my turn. So Mark, Matteo Rossi, this is your turn.
Yes, my character is Matteo Rossi. He was an assassin before. Is the organization, is it called Malefazio, or it's something else? I'm not sure. So it's he was an assassin of the Malefazio.
Okay.
which is some kind of organization war.
This is a crime syndicate.
Yeah, a crime syndicate. Yes, and he was an assassin in this organization, and he at some point he 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 grew up a conscience and decided to integrate the Church of Mauru. Um, it's funny because he doesn't really believe that Mauru exists as an entity. He believes that Mauru is a concept that is part in each and every one of us. And that when people say that they saw Mauru kill someone, it was just an assassin. That's his point of view. But he still reveres Mauru as some kind of concept. But
so in a way, when you were part of Malefazio, you already worshipped Mauru.
Yeah,
you
you're like
already served him.
You're like
Yes.
the vengeful arm of God.
Yes. And now he decided to take a more passive approach to because he's persuaded that at some point you can't escape Mauru itself. It will come for you, whether it's
this is your
someone
fate.
will. It's your fate. Whether it's through being killed, being assassinated, or die of old age, of sickness, or whatever. Mauru will come for you. So, I guess I should roll his dice, or you have a question?
I have a question.
Okay.
You can answer before or after rolling the dice. It's my question is now that you're a monk of Mauru, what are your daily activities?
Praying most of all, and repent for his sin. I guess he would he would whip himself to appease Mauru in some kind of way, even if he doesn't. He thinks it's only a concept. He still believes in him.
So you want to appease Mauru? Do you think that that Mauru has some remorse when killing people?
I think that denying the remorse is denying Mauru itself, because he's part of us.
So it's part of the duality of Mauru.
Yes.
Nice. Okay, maybe it's time to read your first to write your first sentence.
Okay. That's after or before I roll the dice? I don't remember.
You roll the dice in first, I think.
Okay.
So you have to use the theme, the theme number 3, and you have to make to put the verb to want in your sentence and to link to one of my characters.
Oh, that's interesting. Makia. The mare, the coastline, the sea. Okay. Well, he never really had the chance to do it, but his dream when he was a little child, it was to be a sailor, or maybe some kind of pirate, or to just take the sea. That's probably what he would like to do still at his age. So he wants to. It would be some kind of duality too, because as a monk you have to stay at your monastery to pray and he wants to be employed on a boat.
Okay. And what link can you make with my character?
Link.
Your first sentence is to be linked with the sentence of with one sentence of my character. My sentences are: I want to kill Mordu by revenge, and the people doesn't understand the danger of magic.
Was your son? He was killed by Mordu.
Yeah.
So how about I'm the assassin of your son?
That was exactly what I think. So it's very nice.
So
you have to put it in the sentence in a way.
Okay. The sea. How about your your son was a pirate? Would that be like he was a pirate on a boat? He was some kind of a smuggler, or
okay, I thought that he was a hunter, but
he was a hunter. Oh, okay.
We can change and say that he was a mariner. This is not kind of important, but maybe you can just say that you want to take the sea in order to forget that you killed my son. Maybe being a monk is not sufficient anymore to forget. I don't know.
Oh, that's fine by me. So forget about what I said about your son being on a boat. He's still a hunter.
Okay.
And I like your proposition there. So I want to take the sea to forget that I killed Teresa's son.
Nice.
And now for a scene introducing my character, or do we?
But now you can play the rest of your turn.
Okay.
So maybe he's still in the tavern. Maybe he's in another place later.
I guess it would be in the tavern, though. After you got punched by the tavern owner and you lost your teeth.
This was my last teeth.
Yeah,
my last one.
Your last two good teeth to eat. Now you can't. You just have a. Anyway, so because I take pity of you, I take you by the hand and bring you back on your feet. And Well, I'm asking you if you would like to join me for a soup.
Do you know that she's the mother of the guy you killed, or do you have no idea?
Oh, I uh, I surely know it. I know it, and it might even be the turning point that made me a monk, made me want to stop being an assassin.
I have an idea which explains why you kill Lenatu. Lenatu is this is the name of Teresa's son. Do you want me to say it now or later?
Go on. How about now?
Okay. So I eat the soup in front of you, and it reminds myself the the elder days because we met we used to met in the same tavern years ago, and
Me and you,
you
or
yeah
you and your son?
me and you Teresa and
Okay.
Matteo, we already met in this tavern.
Oh, okay.
uh, that that's what I said to you. Uh, Come, do you have anything to say?
Sorry,
Okay.
I was coughing. I forgot to turn off my mic.
Yeah, we
Sorry
thought
for
that
that.
you had something you want to introduce your character.
No.
Yeah.
Signore Rossi, I come from Orina. My son Renato, he has received a Folia di Moru with his name written on it, and he turned mad. He killed all the people of the village, just not to be killed. He turned mad. I think you can. I just escaped because he would have killed me too, and I think he'll kill other people. Yeah, I think he will kill other people. He will meet in the scrublands. Maybe she will go in this city and kill her cousin or her uncle, his uncle. I just want to stop that. So please take this coin and kill him. Because you're from Malefatio, you serve Maru. Maru will come one day to my son. And so what if he comes today? Please take this coin and give some rest to my son.
I shall do it for Maru and for you.
Thank you, signore. And I just go away so you won't see my tears.
And I'll finish my beer, and then without saying anything else, well, I will leave the coin to the tavern owner for the beer, and then hunt down your son at this point.
Nice. Okay. Do you want to add something for your turn?
A conflict or something? No.
No. So you have to write a conclusive sentence. You can roll for a new film die.
Okay, I'll roll for this. So dice 12. 4. Which is oh, Conciliu.
Okay, mal conciliu.
Well, this is the assassins, the killers, the contract killers, the bleeding
Okay,
souls.
nice.
So it's pretty appropriate.
Yeah, but it's also the synonym, the equivalent of hold in other Inflorenza games. So it's the kind of magical energy, if you want, that permeates everything.
Something like a death energy, I think.
Yeah,
if you want to adapt it to the theater.
that's right.
Something like a vampire energy.
Oh yeah, that's a good description.
Because they talk about the fig tree that is a vampire tree.
Okay. Sentence. Does the sentence? I don't remember. Does the sentence have to begin with "I want" or
No.
it's something else
You just have to
entirely?
put the theme on it if you can.
Well, how about that some kind of ritual that we did in the Malefazio was to drink the blood of our
victims.
Of our victims.
Nice. So, what is your sentence?
I drank the blood of Lenatu when I killed him. Would that be okay, or?
Yeah. And when you're in the tavern, do you drink beer or wine?
Be careful, that's a trick question.
Well, I said beer, so I'll stay with beer. I guess wine would be after you killed someone.
Okay.
Because I think the Malefazio would be the people in the Malefazio. I see them as very meticulous and very. I'm searching for my words here. They're superstitious. So I'd say that for them, drinking wine is like drinking blood. It must happen after you kill someone,
It
not
brings you
before.
bad eye, something like that.
Yes.
Nice. Okay, so this is your turn.
Yeah, so I guess going back to the present time, as you are both in the tavern, and there's kind of a lull in the atmosphere, like everyone is drinking quietly, and you hear a sound from the outside of the tavern, and it sounds a little like the not the thunder, but yeah, like the rumbling thunder, like like this, louder and louder. So you kind of wonder what's happening, and suddenly the door almost bursts open, and a group of young people come into the tavern, and they're very loud, very outgoing. They make large gestures, and basically they enter the tavern as if it was their own home, and they really don't care about the people there. They sit at a table and they continue to talk, and one of them gets up and goes to the bar to order some drinks, and you can see that he kind of gets into an argument with the bartender, because apparently he's too young to order wine, and that's me, Ettore Morazzani. And that's true. I am too young to order wine. I'm only 16. So legally, I shouldn't be allowed to drink. But I tell the bartender that I'm already a man. I've got nothing to prove to the adults.
Can I just ask you a question?
Yeah, sure.
About your clothes. Do you have a clothes you and your pals, do you have clothes of local people from Jaxio, or do you have maybe clothes of folk people or clans of the mountains?
Yeah, we
Can we identify you are people from one clan or one another?
Yeah, I think if you're a true Corsican, you know that the clothes that me and my friends are wearing are indeed clothes of a clan,
Mhm.
the Morazzani clan. It's very subtle, you know. It's like a little scarf or the color of your pockets or something, you
Mhm.
know.
Mhm.
But everyone knows, and
Yeah.
Ettore, yeah, I'm very I'm really small. Like even for my age, I'm kind of small and a little how do you say, short and not very muscled. You know, like if
Mhm.
if you if you passed me by in the street, you would think that I'm probably a 12-year-old boy who doesn't eat enough. You know. But there's something in my eye when I look at you in the eye that says that I'm not here to
Uh,
I'm serious in every way. If you
you look edgy, something like that.
Yeah, I look like I'm about to jump on you at the first occasion, basically.
Okay.
I'm going to roll my die,
Uh, uh,
and I get a ah doesn't want to three matcha macchia. Okay, you probably you hear us talking about something about uh, somewhere on the beach, and
mhm.
you can smell that we smell like the sea,
Hmm.
something very salty with a little after smell of
Mhm.
algae, you know.
Mhm.
Um, and in fact, that's because just before we were we went to the tavern, we were in our secret cove. So
Okay.
it's
Uh,
so go ahead. Sorry.
do the Morazzani clan is the clan of salt pickers?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So not far from where people of my clan work.
Mhm.
There's a kind of hidden cavern, and
Mhm.
the my parents told me that before it was when where the people hid their weapons during the war, but of course I wasn't really listening. It sounded very boring.
Mhm.
And the only interesting thing for me about this cavern is that it's kind of isolated, so you can go there to drink and have sex and all of this type of stuff.
Mhm.
But the thing is that the cavern is very deep. Sorry,
Mhm.
no one really knows how deep it goes, and so one of the kind of rites of passage for people in our circle is to go the deepest that they can into the cavern and bring back a proof. But no one is allowed to talk about what they saw.
Mhm. Hmm. I have a strong idea. Okay, nice. Um,
And so just to finish with my sentence,
yeah.
my the thing is I want to be the first one to go to the end of the cavern, and I'm because I'm convinced. I heard people talk one day about the Malefatio, and
Mhm.
I heard that I'm convinced that one of their lairs or secret meeting places or something is at the back of the cavern. And I really don't want to be a salt picker. I mean, I'm not.
Mhm.
That's not something for me. So I guess the more interesting career for me is to
Mhm.
become a contract killer. So to go. Uh, I want to go
Mhm.
to the deeps of the cavern and meet the Malefatio there.
Nice. Uh, okay. when you're no, so the bartender he just says that you have you smell like the milk of your mother, and so he doesn't want to give you wine because it would kill you in 1 second. And one of your pals he shows you a Pasquale that is the village idiot. He looks yeah, he looks very silly, but he is older than you. And your pals say, "Hey, just ask Pasquale to buy wine for us for the us."
Yeah, you're right. He's so stupid. He does everything you say. So I go over to Pasquale, and I slap him in the back like he's my best friend. Hey, Pasquale, how are you doing?
Mark, do you want to play Pasquale?
Okay. So you slap me in the back, and I drop I spill out some wine that I was drinking. And I'm like, yeah, I'm good, thank you. How about you, sir?
Well, you see, I'm good as well, but I'm really thirsty, and the bartender. I think he doesn't like the people from the Morazzani clan. You like the Morazzani clan, don't you?
Oh, I like them very much. I do.
Yeah, of course you do, because you're the smartest guy in the room. So
Oh,
if you
you're too kind, sir. You're really too
listen,
kind.
you know what? I kind of shake your hand, and as I do, I slip a few coins in your hand, and he said, "Yeah, why not buying us a round of wine for everyone at me and my friends, and then you can join us."
You can join us in the cover.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
the second part, but
Super.
oh, it would be an honor, of course. And then I go see the owner, and I order some wine for all
Okay.
uh, the Morazzani for Ettore and his friends,
I
and
as
think.
well as me.
what what's about the reaction of Teresa and Matteo during our stay in the tavern?
Okay.
How do they react?
I think I'm a bit nervous because everybody tells that Pasquale is the village idiot, and that's what he is. But I think it's kind of connected with something superior. I think he has flashes uh, from the magical world, and maybe he knows something about Moru. And I don't interfere, but yes, I'm afraid that that it happens something bad to him while going with your pals and yourself.
No, of course not. He's our friend. And what about Matteo? Like, do you? I guess maybe you probably know about the Morazzani clan, because I let you decide if the rumor about the secret lair of the Malefatio is true. But if it is, surely you saw some Morazzani people before.
Well, because I'm an assassin, I know that it's a place where we mostly set up some meetings, but for killing people, and not quite for dealing with secret business. That is behind walls, probably at a a manor or something like that. So that place is probably full of skeletons and
Okay.
cadavers.
This is your secret cemetery.
Yeah.
And do you kill the do you use to take the people alive in the depth of the cavern before killing them?
Well, it's an arranged meeting place, so they come by themselves, and then we kill them there.
How practical.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to ask, by the way, Matthew, do you have, even though you're now wearing a monk's robe, do you have any sign on you, like a tattoo or something, that could make you identified as a ex Maleficio? Or
Yes, but because I have a robe, a black robe covering all my body, you won't see it now.
Okay, all right.
But I'd say that it's in my back.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
The
Anyway, so-
bartender, he knows the truth when he see Pasquale buying wine for your pals. He know who will drink the wine, but his honor is safe.
Yeah, because he did the right thing.
So that's okay. He washes his hands. And
Okay, so yeah, we drink the wine. We make a lot of noise. We make a lot of stains on the table.
Mark, do you think that Pasquale get drunk?
Yes, of course.
Mm-mm.
Yes, because to him, like it's his big chance
To make friends.
Yeah, to make friends, to make contacts. He's gonna go in the cavern. It's his big day, actually. Like,
yeah. Oh, I forgot to ask. Sorry, something else that we are playing in the present day. I don't know. That's a silly question. We are playing during we are playing Inflorenza.
This is a post-apocalyptic future.
Yeah. No, sorry, because I was about to say that we take selfies with
No.
Pasquale being drunk. Yeah, sorry.
No.
Yeah, okay. So in this case, I'll just roll the die to conclude my turn, and I get a 5, which is Mauro. That's interesting.
There's a lot of Mauru, eh?
So yeah, we're kind of pumping up Pasquale to go with us, and of course he's so drunk he doesn't see that he's being the making he's made a fool by everyone, and at some point Pasquale looks at me and with a very serious face, like a face like I've never seen before on him, and it's almost like time stops in the tavern, like everything goes dim, and for a split second I feel like I'm seeing Maru in the face, in the eyes, and he grins at me, but not with the grin of an idiot, more with the grin of a like a hunter who just saw his prey.
So just for one moment you see something like the face of Maru.
Yeah,
that's the
right.
face of Pasquale.
Yeah, exactly. So I go a little pale, and my friends say, yeah, like what's going on? They make fun, like, oh, you can't, you're drunk already, you can't handle your wine, and of course that makes me angry. So I say, yeah, no, I'm fine. Let's go to the cavern right now. And I get up very abruptly, and we begin to leave the tavern.
Oh, it's time for the initiation rite.
Exactly.
And so your sentence is?
I saw Mauro in the face of Pasquale.
Okay.
On the face, yeah, I don't know.
Right. Okay, so this is my turn, and I didn't interfere when Pasquale and your pals go off the tavern to the cove, but I saw a leaf brought by the salty wind from the sea. The leaf entered the tavern, and it falls just in front of me on the table. I take the leaf with my hand with my hand are without shape because of my great age, and so I just take the leaf, and there is the name of Pasquale written on it. So this is Afolia di Moru. I understand that time is coming for Pasquale, and so I go off the tavern. I pick a small boat, and I go to the cove. I think you're already into the cove. I don't know, but I go after you because I have to see what will happen to Pasquale.
So probably you arrive like just as we are entering the cove, because normally we hide the entrance with some shrubs and some brambles. So you probably see, at the last second, just as we are hiding ourselves inside, but you saw how to enter.
Right. I think there is a putrid stench coming from coming from the sea.
Yeah, it's like it's the smell that we had on us when we entered the tavern, but like 100 times stronger.
There are mass of very dry roots and trunks that are calcified by the salty wind.
And you can already taste a little bit of like rot on your tongue, and it reminds you of your son who died.
Died by my son. Yes, I told that he died by rot. I told that, but Matteo and myself know that this is not the truth. She doesn't die by the just by he doesn't get hurt by a boar.
Yeah,
that was not what happens. I think the knife of Matteo knows the truth. Okay, so yeah, I am in my boat, and I see you singing, and just at the entrance of a cove. What do you think about it, Com? I think maybe if you want to go into the depth of the cove, you have to swim into a submerged gallery.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And for sure, I think Pasquale is drunk, and he will see. He's
going to drown in the.
Maybe we should have a question to Mark. What does Pasquale? He's drunk. You are in front of a submerged gallery that leads to the depth of a cove.
Yeah, no, I agree that he could die right there. Yes.
He die swimming into the water.
Yep, and his body will decay under the water. He was drunk. It's a closed off cave. He wasn't seeing anything, and Maoru came for him.
So you're right. You're saying it's an accident. We all agree on that.
Yes.
It's an unfortunate accident.
Okay.
Very unfortunate. That well, yeah. Ettore kind of pushed a little bit for the accident,
No,
but
no, I was.
he
You're
Mm,
completely wrong. I was trying to hold on to his collar or something.
mm.
I just grabbed him
oh
and he fell forward.
Okay. Uh,
Anyway.
at
yeah.
the beginning, I are just spying you
Hmm.
from the enter of the cove. I am hidden behind a rock or something like that, and I am sure that if Pasquale dives into the water, he will die because
Yeah. So
he's the idiot.
probably. So if I may,
Mhm,
that would be interesting if what we just described, you
mhm,
actually saw, like you know for sure that it's exactly what will happen
mm,
if you don't
mm.
if you don't do anything.
Yeah, yeah, and so I asked myself, I think I have to save him because he knows where is Mauru. Is connected to Mauru, and
Mm.
I am close to rushing to the water and trying and say to save him, but I stop because I think to myself, if he dies, Maru will come to him, and
Mm.
so maybe I will see Maru, and so I do nothing. I do nothing, hoping for the coming of Maru. And I want to make a conflict. If I win the conflict, Pasquale dies, and we will see Mauru. And if I lose, Pasquale dies, but we won't see Mauru.
That's
He
it.
just dies for nothing. Do you agree
Um,
with that conflict?
yeah, I agree. I'm just wondering whether I think I will.
You can change the term if you want.
So wait. So if you win, Mauru comes.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think I'm going to oppose you in this case.
Okay. And so if you win, what happens?
Let's see. Because I don't want Maru to come. That's basically it. So what if?
Okay. So okay.
Let me think about it. Okay. What if? Okay. If I win, like maybe it's kind of a compromise. Like maybe Maru will come,
Mm-hmm.
but it will be underwater, so you will not be aware of his presence, and even worse, maybe like you will realize that he came and then left the scene before you could do anything. Like
Okay.
you will realize that Maru was there, but too late.
Okay. And will you see him?
Oh yeah, I think I will.
Okay. Because you dived into the water.
Yeah, yeah, because since
And so you will
well,
see him at the other side.
right, right.
Nice. Okay, that's a good deal. Maybe if I win, Mauru will come with a corpse of Pasquale to the enter of the cove, and so I will see him.
Yeah. Okay.
Nice. Okay. I want to kill Maru by revenge, so this is when die for me. The people doesn't understand to the danger of magic. This is when die because Pasquale and your pals they doesn't understand the danger and they doesn't understand what fate means
Mm-hmm.
to die.
Oh,
Uh,
by the way, Matteo, do you side with me or of with Teresa, or do you stay neutral?
I
Maybe
guess I'm
first
gonna.
question: did you stay in the tavern or did you follow us?
I did not because I saw you drink wine, and to me that's a real bad omen
Ah,
that you brought down on yourself,
Mhm.
and I don't want to even to no I didn't follow you because in my opinion, it smells Maoru all over. Like to me, I wouldn't be surprised if you all die. And I'm going to stay neutral in that scene.
Okay.
All right.
Nice.
So I have 2 dice on my side. I'll use my 2 sentences. So I want to go to the deeps of the cavern. So of course.
Exactly.
That's why I'm going to see Maru, by the way. And I saw him on the face of Pasquale, so I really want Pasquale to disappear, so this memory can disappear as well.
Okay.
All right. Oh, that's not good for me.
2 suffering by my side.
Yeah. The same for me. Oh no, not 2. 2 suffering. 5 and 10. Yeah. So it's
okay. 2 versus 2. Just 1 minute.
Don't we have to choose?
Alors.
Don't we have to agree on a compromise or something?
Just 1 minute. This is old. I don't remember. Deuxième édition avec de
well, you're the author. You could make up the rules.
Okay. Égalité. Yes, we have to choose for a compromise. Alors, if I win, I see Moru. If I lose, what do you think that Pasquale may survive?
That would be interesting. So no one gets what they want, basically.
I just get remorse by my side.
Okay, so what if Pasquale survives, but just barely, like he's unconscious, his lungs are full of water, and so now we have to decide basically if we do nothing.
He agonizes.
Yeah, exactly. Or are we going to save him, even though we don't really want to, but it's the right thing to do, because it's not the same thing to to push someone to his death and to watch him agonize.
Okay, so maybe we can end the turn with that. Or maybe you I think you can tell the end with your sentence of suffering.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay. Free. Makia.
Okay, on my part, I rolled a 7, so Ukapu, that's the clan, and so I wrote that my honor doesn't allow me to let someone die slowly. Like it's not an honorable death. So right now, and I think I'm going to end.
Is it your real motivation to end the days of of this guy?
No, that just I was going to say that right now I'm kind of hesitating between, so I can kill him for good, or I can save him, because just to let him die another day, of course. But I the logic would dictate me to just kill him right here and there. But even for me, it seems a little bit too much, too cruel. After all, he did buy us wine, so.
Okay, so you do it by compassion.
I was going to say that I'm currently hesitating, and so I'm above Pasquale's body, and I right now I don't know if I have to kill him or to bring him to a doctor or something.
Did your pals swim across the gallery
No,
And
I'm the only one on the other side.
okay, oh, you're the only one with Pasquale.
Yeah.
Okay, so you end the days of the suffering of Pasquale by your own hands.
Okay, so I finally decide and do it as quickly as possible.
Okay, so can I make you just a very short description on what you see in the cave?
Yes.
You see a very old sheet of flag that is rotten to the core, and it's onto a wall of a cave. And of this flag, you can see we can see a charcoal portrait of Jesus Christ. This is like how would you say, we just like the Turin shroud.
Oh yeah. The
So
shroud of
you see the face of the Christ on this shroud, and this is very, very grim.
All right.
And it seems that it stares at you.
All right. So I panic and I just run back to my friends.
Okay.
And you leave Pasquale there to die?
Yes. Well, I just finished him so to speak. So, but I leave his corpse in the water, face down in the water, and I run back to the others.
Okay. So what is your suffering sentence?
So let me see. Because it was related to clans, so my
Is Pasquale part of your clan?
no, it's not. But I'm going to write following my codes. May have forsaken me, like in the eyes of God. My clan honor is safe, but probably not my soul.
Okay. Mine is I made me the partner of Moru and Mare's crime.
Yeah, because you witnessed it and you didn't do anything.
Yeah. Okay, nice. So this is Matteo's turn.
I guess that would be the morning after. Matteo is kind of curious to see if any one of you died actually in the cavern. So he goes there to investigate on what you did, what you were doing exactly. And he encounters Antoine at the entrance of the cavern of the cove, because
Antoine Rizier.
Antoine Rizier, this is
which
where
is a stranger from the Frank lands.
Yeah, an ex-soldier who's now a hobo in Jaxio. And the entrance of the cove is one of his many hideouts where he where he sleeps, especially when it rains.
Okay, do you want one of us to play Antoine Rizier?
You'd be welcome to.
Thomas, do you want to? Because I was thinking about something for my character just after
Okay.
that.
So Antoine Rizier, he has a black bird and he looks kind of grumpy. He just talks to himself. Yes, just whispering to himself. He's close to be mad, and he just scratches the cove in search of salt.
And Matthew comes right at this time, and he says, "Oh, Antoine, you you passed the night in the cove, as I can see."
Yeah, I passed. Antoine is he doesn't trust the Corsican people because he knows he will always be a stranger, and they Corsican, they always have a knife for him, just in case. They always have a knife with the name of the stranger. But as you're a monk, I think he can trust you. He can trust you, and so he tells you the truth. Um, I was sleeping tonight in the cove. I was full of wine, trying to forget the wars in Frank lands and the other lands when I used to be. And I see the youth of Morazzani's clan playing, and you know that they got into the water with this silly boy.
Oh, they came here.
Yes, and one of so two young people dive. The one from the Morazzani clans, he came back with a very pale figure, a very pale face. But the village idiots, he didn't came back. And I think it's time to me to go. I think Jaxo is no longer a good place for me. And I think at this moment, the militia from Jaxo is coming with a boat because somebody denunciates Antoine as the killer of Pasquale. Somebody tells to militia he's a stranger and kills Pasquale.
And I will just add that you can hear some kind of splashes or something. There seems to be someone inside the cave, but it's not really clear because with the sound of the boat, you're not really sure.
Well, I will give Antoine some money, because there's no way he's gonna find any charity other than from a monk or from a priest, and he will need some for feeding himself and get on the boat.
He takes you give him a coin. He takes it in his dirty hand, and this is a coin that you received for killing somebody when you were part of Malefatio, because this is all the money you have.
Yeah, the only spare money you've got is for killing people.
Yes, indeed.
Okay. do you want do you want to make a conflict to permit Antoine escaping from the militia, or do you think it's not important?
No, I'll make a conflict. Yes.
Okay, so if you win, what happens?
I take the attention of the militia, so Antoine has time to escape.
Okay, and what if you lose?
Well, the militia don't believe me, and they catch up Antoine and they kill them.
Okay, nice. When I was back to the tavern, I just see a charcoal portrait. For when people wanted dead or alive, and that was the very fresh portrait of Antoine Razier. But it was described by young people from Mazzerani. And I think by myself, this is a new Folia di Moro. Antoine is close to be taken. And so I hope he will die, and maybe he'll die in his cell, or maybe will hung by the militia. And so I had a new I will have a new opportunity to see Maulu. So I just roll against yourself.
Okay.
I'm going to stay neutral in this one.
I'm maybe the partner of Maulu's crime. And I want to kill Maulu by revenge, so to die on my side.
It's funny because I don't know what sentence would apply in this matter. Actually,
if you don't have any, you can have free dice.
Yeah, because letting Antoine lives as anything doesn't have anything to do with the fact that I want to take the sea, and neither with the fact that I drink the blood of my victims as part of a.
Maybe
Oh,
if I could, maybe it's remotely related to the fact that you want to take the sea, because probably if Antoine manages to flee, the police will be all over the sea, so their boats will be everywhere, and it will become much harder to navigate. I don't know, that's just a wild idea. You don't have to take it,
but just getting the free dice can be enough, as you want.
no, I'll be okay with the free dice.
Okay.
I'll try my luck. We never know. So let's go. And at 10.
Okay.
So
2 suffering. Two suffering. 10. You also have a suffering. Okay. I have 2 dice of suffering. You only have 1, so I win.
okay.
They don't believe you, and Antoine he has a last look at you as they take him to be hanged for the murder of Pasquale. And you know, it's just like he looks you as you were kind of responsible of what happens. It's very strange. Maybe just as if he looks you like you didn't play your wall. So something you didn't make enough efforts to convince the militia.
Okay,
This
so
is what you can see in his eyes.
So I write a suffering sentence related to this.
Yes.
Mm.
Okay. Also. Mine too. Data. Okay. Okay. My sentence of suffering is vendetta as a high life price. No, vendetta costs many lives. Okay. What is your suffering sentence?
I am filled with remorse and vengeance towards the Morazzani clan for the death of Antoine and Pasquale.
That's going to end well.
Indeed.
Okay. Nice. So this is Ettore's turn.
Yes. So so wait, because so Matteo, where do you go exactly after this?
I guess I will go in my private chambers to find my ritual knife that I don't carry on me, but now it's I guess
Okay.
that Mauru calls for me being an assassin again.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Just a question. Once you go to the place where Antoine will be executed.
Are you asking me or Matteo?
Both of you.
For me, no, because there's something else I need to go, which I'm going to explain right now.
I won't be there either. Well, if it happens right away, no.
Nice.
Okay, so I guess a few minutes after you arrived in your at the monastery, what's the name? Santu Monastery. You're beginning to get your stuff, etc. And there's one of the other brothers who comes to you, and he says he looks very. I don't know if it's not clear if it's panic or surprise or joy on his face, but he looks very agitated. And he says, "You have to see, you have to see. It's a miracle." And
can you tell just can you tell what you said about Santu's monastery?
Well, that's you're the one who created it, I think, during before play. So I'm not sure.
Okay. So I just said that this is a monastery where monks heal both rage and rabies.
Yeah, that's right.
And in fact, the method is they cut. They cut. How would you say the front just at the top of the face? They cut the top of the face of the sick people.
You mean like the forehead?
Yes, the forehead, and and by taking and they put into the forehead into the they put a part of sacred bones of bones from a saint,
Oh.
and this is their method to cure the disease of mystic rage and of rabies. And they also cure all the disease due to enwildment of people because of Malconciliu, the strength, the wild magic strength that drives people mad. And maybe you want to say where is located the monastery? Is it near to Jaxio? Is it remote in the Alta Rocca?
Oh, I will let Matteo answer that because
Okay.
it's his place after all.
Well, I know you said that it was in the mountains, so
Okay.
I'd say it would be in the nearest mountain in the nearest of Jaxio. So it's not very far away, maybe half a day.
Okay, so are you sure of it could be a good opportunity to make to change of to change the landscape and to see more scrublands and mountains, just like you want. You can say that this is close or remote, like you prefer.
Well, for the flow of the story, it would be better if it was close to
Okay,
the
nice.
to Jaxio.
Yeah, probably because what I was going to say is that whether you follow you follow your fellow or not. Actually, it's Ettore who is at the gates of the monastery, and
Okay.
he looks like he hasn't slept at all.
Mhm.
Smells of really bad wine, and he looks extremely dirty, like covered with dirt and water, dried water and things like that. And he holds in his hands what appears to be an old rag of some kind. Um, and the other monks whispers to you. He says that he found the face of Christ in the caverns,
Hmm.
and he wants to know what to do with it.
Okay.
And of course, Matteo, you recognize me as the young man in the tavern and as one of the Morazzani clan.
Well, I say to you, we have to go together, but don't say this to anyone. We'll keep the surprise.
But that's a good omen, right? I mean, I did well by finding it, right. I won't be there won't be any consequences.
Well, there will be consequences. There are consequences to every action we take, but those should be good.
And you see a look of relief on my face, like that's exactly what I wanted to hear. So I follow you, and I think really in my state you can take me anywhere you want, and I won't notice it until it's too late.
Oh, I will take you to that secret chamber in the cove. Oh, yes, I will kill you.
Do you want me to show you where I found it? Maybe there's more. And you know that you probably know that the reason why your the other monk was excited is that if it's in the cavern, and if there are skeletons there, one of the skeletons could be you could use the bones of maybe not Christ himself, but a sacred man for sure.
Okay. You can use the bones to put in the foreheads of the sick people.
Right,
Right.
yeah, yeah.
Ah.
Uh, so you did see skeletons in the hidden part of the cave?
I I think I don't remember anything about what I saw.
Okay, it's also too blurry.
Yeah. So do you take me back to the cove, Matteo?
Oh, of course. Of course, I will take you back there.
All right.
Okay. Back to the place of the beginning, back to the origins.
In order to kill you, of course, with my dagger.
Okay, so we go back to the entrance of the cove, and I start to walk in the water, and I point maddeningly in the direction, like it's there. I saw it there, and I think I don't even wait for you. Like I begin to walk in front of you like a knee, even thigh deep in the water.
Okay.
So should we perhaps play a conflict to see how it all ends?
Yeah, okay.
All right. So let's see, because what's
So you play the conflict before plunging into the water or after?
no, probably after, I think, because Matthew, you want to do it in the chamber, so that's probably after the water.
Well, now that some kind of opportunity is presenting itself, it would be
In the gallery? Into the gallery?
actually, I was thinking of drowning him in the water.
Just right next to
Okay.
Pasquale's corpse.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So that's if you win. What if I win? Let me think. Because the problem is I don't have any. You're not my enemy as far as I know. So
Maybe you just want to survive.
no, okay. If I win, you attack me. So I realize that you want to kill me, but I get out before you manage to do it.
Yep.
Okay. I stay neutral for my part.
Okay. Let's see. I'm going to roll. I think I'm going to roll my 3 dice because all the sentences apply there.
Okay. I'm gonna roll 2 dice. The one about the killing ritual, because if I kill you, I will drink your blood, and and the other one that I'm filled with remorse and vengeance towards the Morazani.
So you
Which-
so you can either be filled with blood or with remorse.
Yes.
All right. So let's see. Oh ho, that's 2 suffering and 1 power die for me.
Oh my
Oh, you
god!
bastards! Double 12. Wow. That's
Well,
so
okay.
unfair.
So,
Well,
so
I think the gods have spoken.
Yes, I think Moru.
Moru has taken you. Okay.
Moru
So
wanted you to die.
okay.
Oh
So
god.
Matteo,
Wow.
you got 2 power dice.
Two
That's
Yeah,
right.
dice.
he got 2 power dice, and I
Okay.
got 2 suffering and 1 power. So
He has more paradise, so he
Yeah.
wins. He wins and you die.
yeah, that's right.
So I drown you in the water filled
Right.
alley,
Yeah, and
and
I think I will just add the last detail is that
mm,
just as I die, my face turns towards the one of Pasquale whose corpse is right next to me, and I see him. I don't see his face. I see the face of Maru smiling at me and whispering something like, you know, something like. I'm searching for my words, but you knew that we would meet again,
mm.
I think I am in the tavern. I am nearly drunk to death, and I see a woman with Ettores mother with a portrait, and she says, "Have you seen my son? Have you seen my son? This is a portrait of you with your name,
And I think,
Afolia di Molu."
yeah, and on the portrait you can. It's very subtle, but you can already see a little of blue in my face, and the eyes are a little swollen, so you already know what happened to me.
Okay. Uh, just when we speak about rules, you have two sentence to write, when power sentence and when suffering sentence, but you die, so I don't think it's useful to write.
Yeah,
But
I agree.
it means that you got when to plus your free former sentence, you got 5 sentences, so you can create a new character with 5 sentences, or you can go on just playing NPCs, because there is 20 minutes left, so
Yeah,
as you
yeah. I
want.
think I think given the time, I'll just play an NPC. I'm
Okay.
happy with the way Ettore died.
But he wanted to see Mauru, and this is done.
Yeah, it was a little asshole, so that's all right for me if he's dead.
Okay, and so Matteo, you got one power sentence to write.
Okay. Just to make sure, is there something particular about the power sentence that, like, it has
This is
it needs a
a
verb or?
positive. This is a positive consequence of a conflict.
Yeah, it's like the opposite of a suffering sentence.
Yes.
Okay.
Positive as from your point of view.
Hmm. Okay. I um I am the agent of Mauru. I don't know. I have no idea. If you can help me there, I would welcome any
Maybe you
suggestions.
can work for a film. Com, you have an idea?
No, I was going to say something stupid. So it's an idea, but it's not a good one.
It's always welcome.
I was going to say you could write, "I have become Maru, the destroyer of words," but
I'll roll the die. I always agree, and of course it's 5.
Moru, so maybe stupid suggestion from Com would be fine.
Yeah, I recently realized that there's a kind of strange thing which often happens when you play Influenza, which is that there will always be like 3 or 4 themes that you roll all the time, and the other ones you will never roll them. I don't know why. That's really how it goes.
This is part of the magic of the game.
Yeah.
Well,
Com
I have an
sentence is
idea,
fine.
though.
I know.
I have
Okay.
an idea because you told me about the shroud of Torin, well, some kind of shroud, maybe not the actual one, but
Yeah.
and
This is a grim version of it.
yes, and after I dispose of your body and drink your wine as the ritual, as I was doing as an assassin before, I stumble upon this shroud you were talking about, and I now view myself as some kind of relic hunter of Mauru and the Christ. And
I have. Can I make just a suggestion?
Oh, go on.
Maru is a Christ in black, and he's part of is life and death incarnated, okay? Not only death, and is both a killer and a healer, and I think that the bones that the monks of Santu's monastery, the bones they put in the forehead, they truly are relics from the cove, because when you want, if you want to heal people sick from the rage of rabies, you have to use the bone of people killed by Moru's agents. You know, this is the cycle of life.
I was going to say that, yeah.
Okay. So I stumble upon those bones as well, and I bring them all to the monastery. Okay. Well, okay.
Okay, so nice.
I am a I view myself as a relic hunter and a healer, an assassin healer of Maoru now, I guess.
Nice. So that was the turn of Ettore.
Yep.
So this is my turn. And this is the feast of the 15th of August. This is the feast of the sacred stars. And so there are many people crowded at the top of Jaxios city, in front of the morbid sea.
So this is sometimes sometime later, like a few weeks later or something.
Oh no, just maybe 1 or 2 days later, because during the ceremony you know that outlaws are sacrificed to the stars. And so Antoine Rizier will be he will be burnt in the sacred fire that is light for the stars. And you can see the priests, the priest of the star cult. Their ears are cut so they can listen to the voice of the stars. And they cross all the city. They climb the stairs of the city to the top of the city, to the sacred fire, listening to the whispers of the stars, and hurting themselves in respect, showing their respect to the stars. And I am in the crowd, and I see Antoine that is is attached. Yes, he's tied to a trunk. He's tied to a trunk. Will be and they will light the trunk, and and so light the fire and put Antoine on fire. And I think to myself, it's time I will see Maoru, and I could kill him. I have a knife, and I carved the name of Maoru on my knife. And I'm ready to kill him. May I will die in the fire. It doesn't matter, because my time is come. And it's like Does anybody wants to play Antoine?
You mean just shout and say, "Oh, I'm burning, I'm burning."
Just like you want. If you play him, you can tell many things.
Let's see. Oh yeah, okay. I've got an idea. So
Okay,
I'd like to play him. Yeah.
okay, I listen.
So Antoine, I think as he's being tied to the trunk, he
Mm-hmm.
is indeed shouting, but he's shouting. At first, he's just shouting like obscenities,
Mm-hmm.
and then he begins to curse the village like
Curse the city of Jackson.
yeah, I'm cursing you. You're killing me, but you're all as guilty as me. You've all got blood on your hands. You say that you're better than me. You're not. And I with my chin, I point towards Teresa and I say, "Look at this one. She says to everyone that her son has died because of a war, but it's not true. It's not true. Tell them the truth."
And
And so people look at you.
mm-mm. I look at Antoine as the flame are burning his flesh. I don't see Moru.
And I
And
think yeah, during all the while during his agony, he stays his eyes stays fixed on you.
hmm, and I say, this is the whole truth. I made a cold blood decision. I made the cold blood decision to pay for the death of my son. I steal the. I made the job for Maru because I couldn't stand the idea of my son being mad and being a killer, and I preferred him. I preferred him dead, and I curse you, Maru, because you didn't cape. You only came too late. I curse you, Maru, because you made me your tool. And I curse the star, and I curse all the cruel gods of this land. I curse all this island. I curse any stone and any tree and any salt particle and any fucking people of Corsica.
You see that? Okay, I was going to say that at first when you say that, you notice that the people walk away from you, like they form a circle around you, but just to get away because they don't want to get touched by Mauro when he surely comes to punish you for these curses. But when you say that you curse the people of Corsica, they begin to get closer a little.
I think someone says Straga, witch, Straga, and
And
so
you
it's
see,
my turn to burn. I think.
yeah, someone picks up a stone and someone else, and then
I have a question for Matteo.
Mm-hmm.
Are you in the crowd?
Not in the crowd, but I'd say that I'm present in the scene. But I I view myself. I see Matteo being more like an assassin in the shadows, like in
Okay.
maybe
So,
in on the top of a building nearby. And
yes. There always be a straw chariot if you jump from the tower. Okay, nice. So this is my turn to burn on the trunk.
do you see Mauro as you die?
I think this is time for conflict. Uh, I think if I win, If I win, I can see Moru, and I manage to kill him with my knife. I am so my body is so dry that I managed to sort my arm out of the ties. You know, maybe by breaking him. Maybe I break my arm, and so I managed to sort it out of the ties, and I kill Moru with my knife, because Moru went on the fire to see me dying. And if I lose, but I just burn for nothing. I don't see Moru, and that's all. There is absolutely no sense. Okay. Matteo, do you stay neutral?
You want to kill Mauru, but
because I think that when I will be close to die by the fire, Mauro will come at me to see me dying, and I think I will have the opportunity to kill him at this moment.
Okay, I will roll against you.
Okay.
Because the Mauru you want to you see when you die would actually be Mateu in a monk's robe with the.
Okay, so you think that while I am burning, you will go close to the fire?
Yes.
Okay, and so I will see your face, and this is and you're the one I will try to stab, but I won't manage.
Well, you.
This is what you want, huh?
You if you win, you will stab Mateo in.
Okay, so
in
that
the
means
heart.
your Maru incarnated.
Oh yes. Well.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, I see it more like you see Mauro in Mateo.
Yeah,
Just
like it was in Pasquale, you mean?
yes.
Okay. Oh, that's nice. So so if I win, I kill you, but I think I killed Mauru, but no one knows. No one knows if I killed Mauru, or maybe it was just a vision. Okay, right. And so if you win, what happens?
Well, if I win, I I kill you before you burn, actually, because I don't want you to feel that excessive pain from dying
Okay.
in the flames.
Yeah. So yeah. So Maru is part death and part compassion.
Yes.
Interesting. Just like Ettore did. Okay, nice. Yes, because I'm starting to feel a lot of pain because my skin is burning, and the gas is choking me. Okay, nice. I want to kill Maru by revenge when dies. The people know. I made me the partner of Maru and Mare's crime. I think it brings me when die, and vendetta costs many lives, and also costs my life. So 3 dice for me. So how many die can you roll? Matteo?
Hmm. I don't think the first one applies. I want to take the C and forget that I killed Terra's son. That doesn't apply here. I drink the blood as the ritual. That would apply because I would plunge my dagger in your heart.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Um, Filled with remorse towards the Morazani clan. That doesn't apply.
Mm-mm.
And I view myself as an assassin healer of Mauru.
Mm-mm.
That
Mm-mm.
applies. So I
Mm-mm.
will roll 2 dice.
Okay. So go on.
Well, let's see if Mauru is with me. No, 2 suffering dice.
Okay. One
And I have
power
7
and two suffering.
for you, so you win.
So I win. So you, as I burn alive, you come close to myself, trying to stab me by compassion,
Yes.
and I saw your face that is transformed by the smoke, and I am. As gas is choking me, I'm starting to have vision, and so I just see the portrait of Mauru in his all dark glory. And I said, Mauru Christ in black, you came to me. And as you stabbed me to end my suffering, I'll stab you too. I just say, to Renato, remember of him. Remember of all of our crimes. And just like paper, my face is burning off.
Hmm.
And the white stars are looking after mortal, grinning and mocking at us. Do you think it's a good time to end?
It would be because all 3 characters are dead.
Okay, so this is the end. The fire is burning. Good night.